Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pot. My name is CHEEEKS.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
My friend's husband wanted to bust the cheeks. If your friend's husband propositioned you, would you tell her? Interesting story that I thought was worth sharing with you guys. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
If your friend's husband propositioned you, would you tell her? I'll start. So I had this good girlfriend. We'll call her Tammy. And we'll name Tammy's husband Chris. So Tammy and Chris lived a few houses up the street from me. Now me and Tammy kicked it hard. So I go trotting up to Tammy's house. Chris must come to the door. She ain't home. Okay, well tell her I stop by. Tell her to come to my house when she get home. Down the driveway I go. So Chris comes out. He's like, hey, oh wait, hold up. I gotta ask you something. Now he gets straight to the point and offers. I said, I'll pass. He said, you don't even know how much. What if I sign over my whole check to you? I give you my whole check. I say, look, nigga, I said I'll pass. Now, if you let it go, we can act like this never happened. But if you ask me one more time, I'm going to tell your wife. He bagged his right back on up that driveway and went back in the house, and I went on about my day. Now, I had no idea that my number one op was in the house, in the window, listening to all of this. Who was my op? Tammy's niece's baby daddy / boyfriend. This man, who we will call Walmartavius, had been obsessed with me since I was a teenage girl. And because Walmartavius couldn't have me, he had spent years going out of his way to destroy me, my reputation, my relationships. He was obsessed. So about a year later, I started dating this guy and bringing him around, which set Walmartavius off. So he sees me and Tammy chilling and drinking one day. He walks up on us and he says, I got a question. If your friend's husband propositions you, would you tell her? I looked around and said yes. Walmartavius said, oh, is that right? Well, have you told Tammy that Chris offered you his whole check for some... Tammy jumped up in his face like, nigga, don't play. What are you talking about? What the talking about? He said, ask her. She said, I'm asking you. I'm calm. Tell her what I said. Tell her what my response was. Tammy like, yeah, what'd she say?
What did she say? What'd she say? What happened?
So Walmartavius laughing. I mean, she didn't do it. Yeah, she rejected him, but still. It don't matter, though, because she just sat here and lied and said she would tell her friend and she ain't tell you. But she ain't tell you, though. That's all that matters. It don't matter that she didn't do it. She didn't tell you and she said she... Tammy didn't give a about his point. All she cared about was that I didn't her husband or take his paycheck. We were good. So fast forward a couple days later, one of Tammy's family members are having a house party. Her and I slide through. We are the party, like... So, as soon as I sit down with my... here come Chris and Walmartavius together to confront me. So he like, you lying? What the fuck you telling my wife? You told my wife I offered you my paycheck? You ain't got no why the fuck would I want that? Why the fuck would I offer my check for that? That don't even make no sense. You ugly, skinny, crackhead looking ass bitch. I wouldn't pay $2 for that shit. You ain't even cute. I wouldn't you with his. Walmartavius was on the floor. I just keep repeating the same thing to Chris. Your homie told on you. I just confirmed it. He pretends he don't hear me. Or anybody else who's trying to tell him the same thing. Now, I knew this would happen, which is why I didn't say anything. Now, one of Tammy's other family members was sitting next to me. I heard her say, or I don't know why Tammy f***ed her. She couldn't be around me. It'd be too much shit. She always in the middle of it. Sis, that's because y'all's messy ass husbands, baby daddies, and boyfriends are... I walk off. Tammy walks off behind me. We both just, walking and crying. Her family and Walmartavius are behind us screaming, you don't never choose no over your husband. That's your husband. You really about to let this girl ruin your whole marriage. So we hugged in the driveway. They continue yelling stuff. Choosing this over your husband, though? That's the father of your child. But yeah, I just left, got in my car and cried my way home. But we did remain friends about another year after that. But it was so different. It was... I started to realize that she no longer saw me as a friend. I was more of an enemy that she was keeping close. So I just slow faded off. So now it's been about a decade or longer since I've seen her. And I miss her, but, it is what it is. Oh, and she's not with him anymore. But,
All right, guys, so you heard the story for yourself. This woman was best friends with the woman who had a husband and proposed that she do it for some cash. So first off, let's just get this out of the way. The person who is mostly in the wrong in this situation is obviously the husband. It's obviously the husband, right? But, you know, I'm always curious to know what you guys think of these type of stories and situations. This one in particular, I thought was interesting because I really thought two people were wrong. First, the husband was wrong, right? He's the most wrong in the situation because of him trying to disrespect his wife by trying to sleep with her friend, right? That's wrong, right? That's bad coffee.
This coffee smells like shit.
But I don't want to let this woman right here who's telling this story off the hook too easy. Right? Because I'm listening to her tell the story. The problem is women like this always never tell the whole truth. The whole vibe I'm getting from this woman, like, right? She's like excited by telling this story. She's smiling about it like it's funny, interesting, it's entertaining, but she just enjoys telling this story a little bit too much. This is a woman who enjoys attention, right? Attention from another woman's husband. And as much as she wants to paint herself as I'm the good guy for saying no, for turning my best friend's husband down, I believe somewhere deep inside, she enjoyed the attention that she got. There are women out here who enjoy the attention that they get from other women's husbands. And that's why she didn't tell her friend. I don't think it had anything to do with her not wanting to stir up the situation anymore. That was a factor, but I also think a woman like this definitely enjoyed that attention. But let me know what you guys think. Let's check out these comments. Just a couple of comments here, see what the people have to say. Our first comment here comes from a woman who says, I told a friend, quotation marks, about their man and she fell out with me and accepted his proposal. These friends more loyal to the man, as they should be. As they should be. She should take her man's side. Because, you know, women who are walking around hanging out with married women, first of all, that's a problem. You women are supposed to have your own husbands. And what do? You go to other men, you dress like you're single around them. Those things matter. How a woman carries herself matters, and you create problems. She should choose her husband over you, right? Facts. Next comment here reads, husbands run off good friends all the time. It's sad. Another woman responded and said, so true. I lost a 20-year friendship. Another person added to the thread and said, this is the point. I'd rather you invite me over when your man isn't around or we hang out, but he can't come. Shaking my head, sad. And finally, another woman added to this thread and said, dang, this just made me realize something. Thank you. You see, guys, there are women out here who partner up with each other and have group friendships to cope with the fact that they don't have husbands. This woman is complaining that husbands run off good friends all the time. Get the hell out of here. When you get married, right, especially for people who believe in the biblical definition of marriage, a son is supposed to leave his household and a woman is supposed to leave her family, and they're supposed to cut everyone off. But instead, women today want to get involved in people's relationships. They want to be single and hang around their friends. They want to go on trips. No, you do that with your single friends who can't keep a man. Next comment here reads, I would just stop being friends with her because even if I tell, she's going to believe her man. Most women not leaving their man no matter what he do. Another woman responded and said, exactly. I tried to tell a friend, but she believed the husband and not her best friend. And the woman responded and says, most women are desperate for a man, so I'm honestly not surprised. No, they're not desperate for a man. Most of those women probably do believe their female friends. But eventually they end up realizing that if I want my marriage to work, I'm going to have to cut off these single women because they're going to break up the family. Now, are these men wrong in situations where they're trying to hit on their wife's friends? Yes, you shouldn't do that. That's some obvious desperate beta shit that the husband did right there. But we know they wish they had that. They wish they had a husband, because if they had a man who was worth sticking to over their friends, they would want that too.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Listen, man, as always, curious to know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out another episode of the Coffee Pod, man. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.